Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Love and Lore podcast, the podcast where we spread love through sharing our stories and life lore. We're going to be yapping about something a little bit niche. It's about Minecraft, and I know that not everyone plays Minecraft and not everyone has the same kind of love for the game as I do. So you don't have to listen to this one. Totally fine. I honestly just make these really niche solo episodes just for me to look back on, if I ever get dementia or something, I can look back and listen to myself talk about how much I love Minecraft. So yeah, I'm gonna just be talking about how much I love the game and my history with it when I first started, and I'm gonna answer also some fun questions. I have some favorite blocks, favorite mobs type questions, and I have some would you rather questions, and then we're gonna get a little bit deeper. It's gonna be really funny, I think. It's like really dramatic, really funny, but I just love this game so much and it has impacted my childhood a lot. And I'm sure it has for many of you guys as well. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So first of all, if you don't know what Minecraft is, it's basically a sandbox game. It's available on your iPad, your phone. There's console versions, PC versions, and it's basically a game where you can just do whatever you want. It's you build stuff, you collect resources, you can kill animals and mobs and a lot of things. It's really just up to however you want to play it, and it's great for therapy. It's very therapeutic. It's a great creative outlet for, you get to build whatever you want, you get to make your own world. It's great for playing with friends. It's also really great education wise. I know there's like an education Minecraft app or thing that teachers can use to teach kids. It has created so many really cool online communities, and it's just a really, really great game, and there's a lot of things you can do with it. But just essentially, it's a sandbox game. You can do whatever you want. Yeah, so let's just start off with my history with it. I discovered Minecraft when I was it was 2012. So I was like 8 or 9 years old. I think probably eight. Um, my cousin, shout out to Aiden if he's listening to this, my cousin kind of put me on Minecraft because before I discovered it, he would always watch Minecraft videos on YouTube on his iPad, and it was specifically like this queen spider mob thing. He would always watch this on his iPad. It was always on his search bar, and I was like, what is this kid on about? And it never appealed to me until I discovered this YouTuber named Stampy Longhead, and I'll be talking a lot about him in this episode throughout. So, yeah, I discovered Stampy's videos and he was playing Minecraft. The first ever video that I watched of his was episode 25 of his lovely world. It was the Christmas special for that year, and ever since that video, guys, I was hooked. I was hooked onto Stampy's channel. I was hooked onto Minecraft, and I think that's what happened. I think that was like the defining moment for me to get the game, or maybe I already had the game and then I discovered his channel, but there's like overlap between that sort of era. Okay, so yeah, and then I finally understood it. I understood why the game was so popular. I understood the hype, and it was also during the very early days of the game, right? So it wasn't super well known, but I really just fell in love with it. It was so cool to me. So yeah, I got Minecraft on my iPad. It was the free version. It was very, very simple back then, right? You didn't have that many resources. Um, it was the very, very early stages. And my cousin and I would play all the time. We would literally sit against the wall and just play together on Minecraft on our iPads. It was really fun. And yeah, I just fell in love with it. I just kept building worlds, making worlds, spending hours on end playing Minecraft. Yeah, that's a bit of my history, and I've played it ever since, honestly. Like, it has helped me through a lot of my childhood, like some rough patches, and then also during quarantine, I was on Minecraft like literally throughout the entirety of quarantine. And yeah, I've discovered many of my favorite YouTubers because of it. I've discovered, this is very deep, but discovered lots of things about myself because of it. I've been able to make so many memories with my friends and my family playing Minecraft, especially with my cousins. I used to play with them all the time. I'd pretend to make Minecraft YouTube videos, and it was just great. I had a fun time. Another kind of defining moment in my Minecraft career is when my cousin got the paid version. I think it was around like maybe I think like $3 to $5 at the time. I think it was less than $5, maybe like 3 to 4. I don't know. My cousin for his birthday, he got the paid version of the Minecraft Pocket Edition, and I still had the free one. And then when I discovered how many things were in the paid version, I was like, "Mom, I need this right now." So the night he bought the paid version, I was telling my mom how much I wanted it, and I was thinking she'd get it on my birthday, so, like, months ahead. But girl, my mom, I love her. She literally bought me Minecraft, the paid version of Minecraft, on the very same night, and I was over the moon. I was so, so happy. Guys, I swear, seeing all those different colors of wool now was crazy to me. I was attached. Like, I played for hours ever since that day. Yeah, all these new blocks were unlocked and all these new features, and I was just so excited. So that was a defining moment for me. During this time, I was still obviously watching Stampy and then Stampy's friends as well, I Ballistic Squid. I loved them so much. I also started to play Minecraft on the PS3 because my cousin had one, and I used to live with my cousin's family, so we got to play on the console a lot. And I loved it so much that I even got my own little PS3 controller. It was pink, and I would play on their TV even when they weren't home. Like, I would just play on their TV and play Minecraft on there. So yeah, I was on the iPad, also a little bit of the PC. I would like use my cousin's PC sometimes, and just play. But honestly, I didn't really enjoy the PC version. I was much more of a console and iPad girly. I'm pretty sure it was also Stampy's influence. Like, he was a console player, so I obviously had to be a console player. Okay, so that was a bit of my history with the game. I haven't played in a long time. I think it's been almost like this year I have not touched the game. So it's been a while, but I'll forever love it. But anyways, moving on, we're gonna answer some fun questions now. I'm very excited for this part. You guys are gonna get to know me a lot more. So the first question is favorite block. And my answer for this one would be sandstone. I love sandstone. It has always been my favorite. And I think the biggest reason is because Stampy's house in his lovely world was basically made out of sandstone. I don't know. I just love it. It's very practical. It looks nice, and this might be a little weird, but it looks kind of good. Like, I would eat it. It looks like ice cream, like vanilla ice cream. And I love the noise it makes when you place it down. And it just looks really clean. And it's like giving cream, giving marble. Yeah, I've always loved sandstone. The only thing is that I hate making it. It's so tedious to make. Um, but it looks really pretty and it's just very practical, simple. I think it's very me, very minimalistic, very yeah. You get it. So sandstone would be my favorite and it would be the classic, just the classic sandstone because I know there's different types now. But yeah. Next one is favorite biome to build on versus to explore. So my favorite biome to build on would be the plains. I love a good grassy land, open plains, very easy to build on and lots of trees. And I think it's a staple. Like, we all need a good plains to build on. My favorite one to explore though would be the dark oak biome, dark oak forest. This is the one where you would find the woodland mansions. I just think it's so like cool. It's so ominous. Is that the right word? Like, it's so mysterious. I love being in there. It's also very different and the trees are huge, and whenever I see a woodland mansion, I get really excited. I get scared, but I get so excited. Like, I love the adrenaline that it gives me. So, yeah, those are my favorite biomes. Favorite mob, friendly versus hostile. So, friendly would be cow. And I say cow because, first of all, they're really easy to kill. They have a lot of surface area to work with. You can kill a cow pretty quickly. And they also are very generous when they die. Like, when you kill them, they drop quite a bit of beef and they drop leather too. Very practical. And also, you can keep them to milk the cows, like, you can get your milk out of them, and yeah, I just love a good cow, okay? And then hostile mob, I would say spider, because spiders also have a lot of surface area. You can kill them pretty easily, and they also are not even dangerous in the daytime, right? So that's another thing. Also, they drop a pretty generous amount of string all the time, so that's always been a favorite for me. And I love making fishing rods. You'll get to hear more about that in a bit, but I love making fishing rods and bows and arrows, and spiders are the way to go for that. So, yeah, I love a good spider moment, okay? So, cows and spiders are my favorite. Okay, next is favorite tool or weapon. I have three here. So, I mentioned fishing rod. I love fishing rods, iron pickaxe, and bow and arrow. These are all pretty practical and basic, but fishing rods because my favorite way to collect food when I first start is through fishing. I think it's so fun and relaxing, and the feeling of enjoyment and excitement you get after you catch a fish successfully is like top tier. So, yeah, and then Iron pickaxe, it's a staple. I love mining. You'll get to know about that more in a bit, but I do love to mine, and having an iron pickaxe or having a stash of them in your inventory is always great. So, yeah. And then bow and arrow because I love a good archery moment. I feel like such a baddie when I have a bow and arrow. Bows and arrows are very tedious to make, especially making the arrows. Like, I don't have time for this. Like, so that's just the one downfall about that, but I do love a good bow and arrow. Those are my favorite tools or weapons. And then favorite enchantment is the next one. And I love this question because I've always had these two enchantments. These have always been my favorites, and these are knockback and fire aspect. So I think these are so fun. I think knockback is so satisfying. Putting people on fire in Minecraft is so satisfying, and this combo in particular, it's again, it's top tier, especially when playing Hunger Games, guys. Oh my god, these enchantments are just magical for me. Like if we're playing Hunger Games together and I have this enchantment, it's honestly over for you. So yeah. Okay, next is favorite food. So I have three here. We have bread, cake, and cooked pork chop. So bread, because first of all, I'd actually eat the bread in real life. Like it looks really good. The way it's pixelated looks really good. And also, I love collecting wheat. That sounds really weird, but I love collecting wheat, especially from like villages and just growing my own wheat. I feel so accomplished. And like, being a little farmer, I love planting and growing my own stuff. And it's very rewarding, very relaxing. And then cake, I put cake because, first of all, Stampy's favorite food is cake. So obviously mine would be cake. Also, it looks, again, really satisfying to look at and really satisfying to eat. Like if this was a real thing, I would eat it in real life. And it's also very rewarding to make. It takes a long time to make, but it's very rewarding. And then cooked pork chop. I think cooked pork chop is my favorite meat source. Cooked pork chop has always been a favorite. I don't know, it's just always been top tier for me. So, yeah. This is so weird. Okay, now we're moving on to a new category. It's the would you rather category. So, would you rather fight 100 baby zombies or one wither skeleton with diamond armor? So my answer for this would be 100 baby zombies because, I feel like it would be a fun time. I mean, I guess, but they're annoying, but like I'd much rather do that. Like any of the bosses, I'd rather not. I think that takes a very long time. And you really have to be super equipped with bosses. Like you don't just need armor, you need some potions here and there. You need some, I don't know, like just a lot of things. Whereas with baby zombies, I can just do it and like listen to a podcast in the back or something. Yeah, like they're annoying, but I can totally kill 100 baby zombies. Like it's really easy. Okay, next is would you rather live in the Nether or the End? So I would say Nether, and I know that there are biomes in the Nether now. Like you can literally live there. Literally live there. Like there's trees in there, there's food sources, and you can get netherite there. And yeah, you can totally live there now. So I think that's why I would say Nether. And I don't know, just being in the end just does not sound very practical. Like, there's nothing there. I can only get Enderman and I don't know, like the dragon, but girl, what would I do there? Nothing, right? So, unless there is an update and there's stuff in the end now. But definitely Nether. Like, I've explored the new Nether, like all the biomes and stuff. I know they might have added more things now, but from my time exploring the new Nether, I've had a fun time. I think it's really interesting. And yeah, I just love that you can actually live there now. The Nether stresses me out sometimes though. Like there's so many unpredictable things that can happen, but I do love finding a fortress. I love exploring new things and I love the adrenaline that I get when something scares me suddenly in Minecraft. So I think the Nether is the right place to be for me. Would you rather only mine or only build? I love this question and I love talking about this question with other people. I would rather okay, I love doing both, but I would rather mine. This was really hard to answer though. Um, I would say mining because it's very relaxing to me. Fun fact, during quarantine, I had this world. I'll talk about this world later, but I used to mine all the time. And I would always have a podcast playing in the background or a YouTube video and just mine for hours and hours. And it's so relaxing to me. It's so therapeutic. And I just keep going deeper and deeper into a cave. I just love the feeling of collecting things and knowing that I'm making myself richer. But I do love to build though. I think it's just as relaxing. I think the only thing is just running out of resources every now and then having to collect more. But I love building. I'm not a master like pro builder like what you see on, these really advanced builders on YouTube and stuff, but I can build a house and it's also very rewarding, very relaxing. And Yeah, but I would say mining for sure. Would you rather never use elytra again or never use netherite again? This is a really interesting one because, I am not a big fan of either of them. I think it's because 'cause I've just been a player for a long time, back before these things were even a thing. I feel like they just defeat the purpose of what was originally the most fun thing about Minecraft, you know? The elytra, it's wings, right? But that's what creative mode is for. And the whole point of survival mode is to survive. It's to, not have that flying ability and just live on the ground, you know what I'm saying? So I think elytra kind of defeats the purpose of that. Like I get it, it's fun to fly around, but there's just something more rewarding to not have that ability. And then for netherite, again, like when you used to find diamonds, like when you find diamonds, you used to be so excited and you would literally scream no matter how many you had in your inventory, like no matter what. Whenever you found a diamond, it was the best thing in the world. And I just never want that feeling to go away. So now the fact that netherite is a thing, it's like, well, diamond is no longer the most strongest thing. And honestly, like, I don't even know how to get netherite. I've never found netherite on my own. I heard it's really hard to find it, so, it's also that. But I just feel like these 2 things just take away from the nostalgia aspect of Minecraft, which is really sad, but I get it, and I know people love these things, I'm not a big fan. Anyways, what would I never use again? I would probably say netherite because, diamond should always be the OG. Okay, now we're moving on to some longer questions. So the first one here is, what's the first thing you would always build in a new world? So the first thing I would build is some sort of shelter, and it's usually always made out of oak wood, specifically oak wood. It's just your typical staple wood, square house, nothing too fancy, just a place to live, sleep, cook, craft, whatever. So yeah, I'm not going to expand any more on that. That's the first thing I'll build. Do you play survival, creative, or hardcore, and why? So I always play in survival. I just love like starting from scratch and seeing where my creativity takes me, seeing where the world takes me. I love the feeling of discovering things. I do love a creative world though. I play on creative a lot actually. I love just having all these materials all to yourself and having them at full access and building whatever you want, flying around, discovering new biomes, messing around, spawning things, swimming. I don't know. Like, yeah, I do love both, but I think survival has always been a favorite of mine. As a kid, I would 100% say creative because I was obsessed with all the different colors of wool you could use. And I would spawn like a million dogs and cats. But now I would say survival. Like as an adult, mature, grown woman answer, I would say survival mode because I love just starting from scratch and discovery, the whole discovery element and working your way up is a really rewarding feeling for me. This is so funny. I cannot right now. Okay, next is do you prefer mining for resources or exploring structures like strongholds, temples, and ocean monuments? So this I love this question. I would say both. I love doing both. Um I love mining, but I think also exploring is another thing that I love. And something that I never really used to do often, but I love exploring things. I love the feeling of finding like a woodland mansion or the nether fortresses. I loved finding those and I would always get so excited and also scared. I would be so scared. But there was just this feeling of accomplishment and just the mysteriousness of it all. It's just so mysterious and I loved it. And like the fact that you can get loot from each of these structures is pretty cool to me. Like there's always some sort of reward, right? So in temples you can find, I don't know, there's a mix of things you can find in temples. Strongholds, you can go to the end. Ocean monuments, honestly, I forgot what you can get from ocean monuments. But girl, I found an ocean monument and I tried to defeat whatever the thing is. I don't think I ever completed it. I don't know. I'm not skilled enough, I guess. I don't know what to exactly bring each time, but I have tried defeating an ocean monument. It was hard and it was scary. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've found every major structure for exploration and it's always been a really fun time. And yeah, I just love the adrenaline and I feel so accomplished. Like I found this on my own and yeah. even just a village. I love the feeling of finding a village, and also, like, pillager raids too, like, finding a pillage like, oh my god, you know when you would play and find pillagers just walking around? I loved that feeling too, like, this is so cool. So yeah, it just adds so much spice and plot to your world, and yeah. What's your Minecraft guilty pleasure? So I have a few for this one. So the first one here is making horse stables and sheep pens. Okay, so every time I would make a survival world and I I'm thriving in it and I have the resources, I will make a horse stable and I will make sheep pens because I love coloring them, I love separating them, and I love shearing them and having different wool colors, and it's just so fun, like, and it's something to take care of, and it's something to keep myself accountable and like taking care of people, girl, taking care of animals and stuff, like I love that. And breeding them and just having that collection is very satisfying to me, very rewarding. And horse pens, horse stables, sorry. Um I love taming horses and making houses for them, and just having that animal, like, wildlife component in your world is really fun. Another guilty pleasure I have, I don't know if this counts as a guilty pleasure, but I love Hunger Games. I love Stampy's Hunger Game videos. Like, I used to watch them all the time. I've probably watched every single one of his Hunger Game videos like 10 times over and over again. Like, it's so entertaining to me. Like, I even tried making my own Hunger Games map one time. I don't think I ever finished it, but I love Hunger Games. I don't think I'm that good at them, but I do love a good round here and there, okay? So if any of y'all want to play Hunger Games with me one day, I'd be so down. Like, let's literally do it. So I think this next one, I think a lot of us can relate to, especially when we were little. But I used to spawn literally every single mob using every single spawn egg. I would spawn like hundreds of them until my iPad would crash. Like I would spawn a million dogs, a million blazes, a million slimes, a million villagers. I don't know what the appeal was. I don't know. I think it's a universal thing too, but I used to do that all the time. And yeah, that's another one of my guilty pleasures. Another one is making snow golem houses. I don't know if anyone else has done this before, but I used to just make houses and make a bunch of snow golems and put them all in the house. And it was really weird and really funny, but I had so much fun. And also shearing off their pumpkin heads was also pretty fun to me. I don't know. They look really creepy, by the way, without their pumpkin heads. Just saying. Next is starting 20 survival worlds and never finishing them. Okay, so yeah, my short attention span self, I would make so many survival worlds and think I would eat them up so hard, but then I would just never finish them. Honestly, I did a pretty good job in keeping all my worlds, but honestly, there are some worlds here and there that I just never finished because there was no progress or I was just too lazy and then I'll start a new one. I think a lot of us can relate to this one too. And then my last guilty pleasure is getting lapis lazuli, the ore, every time I see it, but not even doing anything after with them. One of the beauties of mining, guys, is literally just finding every ore and getting it. And I would always just get lapis or no, like these really useless, not useless, but these just every single ore that I found, I would get it. And again, lapis, like the only thing I would do with it is just dye my sheep blue, but I would still get it. I mean, you get experience points, but it was always so satisfying. And whenever you mine a lapis, a lot drops all the time at once. So it's just a really fun ore, to be honest. So yeah. Okay, next is the most epic base you've ever built. So this isn't a base. I think bases are more like for combat. I don't know. Um, it's not a base. It was more of a house. Okay, I don't know if it's the same thing. But I used to in quarantine. I made this one house, this one world, and this was the world that I played in every single day and waking hour of the day during quarantine. It was I made a sandstone and wood house, basically like Stampy's house from Lovely World. Basically, I tried to recreate his house, but not really, like with my own spin. Um, but yeah, I was inspired by his house and I just made like a mall. It was huge. I just kept adding rooms and rooms, like more and more rooms and bridges, and literally it was so big. And I even made the sheep pen there. I had a horse stable area. There was a village right across from it. There was also a jungle right beside me. There was pillagers walking around, but I don't think for some reason my game was weird and there was a pillager tower thing, but they wouldn't raid the village next to it. I don't know why. Like I couldn't start a raid. And I was so sad. But I ended up like renovating the village. I made it all pretty and glowy. And I would listen to like scary stories while working on the world. And I would listen to like Stampy and Squid's videos and their podcast called the Magic Animal Club podcast. I would listen to it all the time. And yeah, I just loved that world so much. I was very, very rich. I was very happy in it. And I would play on it all day long. So yeah, I think it's not on my system anymore. I think I deleted it. But I will always remember that world. All right, the next question is, do you use texture packs, shaders, or stick with the default? So I'm a default girly. I don't really use texture packs that much, but when I was little, I used to love playing around and finding new texture packs. But especially on console, I used to play with the plastic texture pack. It was a very popular one. Yeah, I think that's it for that question. I don't know if I've tried other ones. I don't remember much. Um, but definitely the plastic one stands out to me. Next one is your go-to food source in survival. This is the last question for this category, by the way. Go-to food source in survival for me would be fish. Like I said earlier, I love fishing, and I think it's a really great way to get your first piece of food, especially when you don't have a lot of animals in the vicinity. Like fishing is great, and you don't just get fish when you fish. You get like armor sometimes, you get enchanted books, sometimes you get enchanted fishing rods, you get whatever. You get like lots of different fun, mysterious things. So I love fishing and yeah. All right, next category is creative spins. So this is a bunch of like if you coulds, right? So if you could invent a new mob, what would it be? So, for this one, I wrote mother baby. I know there's like baby villagers, but I wish there was some just woman, girl figure in the game. Like, tell me why all the villagers are men. Like, hello, like we need some women up in here. Like, it takes a village to raise a child. Hello. I just want some sort of maternal feature. I think that would be so cool. And then if you could add one real world animal to Minecraft, what would it be? I would say an eagle, guys. I feel like having eagles flying around in your Minecraft world would be honestly so cool. There is not a lot of birds that just kind of mindlessly fly around. The only birds that I know exist in Minecraft are parrots, but they're very much in the jungle. Like, I want something to be flying in the sky like all the time, you know? And I feel like having an eagle, it would be like one of those exciting things. Like, oh my God, an eagle! You know, I think it would be really cool. And maybe even getting to tame them too would be so cool. Like, imagine an eagle on your shoulder. Hello, that is so cool. If you could design a custom block, what would it do? So I don't think it would do anything, but I would design some sort of like floral or just sort of pattern to block for decorating your room. So maybe it's something like a floral pattern, something pink or girly or just something that can personalize the space. Yeah, some sort of pattern. And what would it do? It would just make your space look pretty, to be honest. There would be no other functional way to use it. So, yeah, that would be what I would add. Next would be dream update idea. So, I have two here. I would say dreaming. I feel like this dreaming thing has been a request for a while. I know a lot of people might have wanted dreaming in Minecraft to be a thing. When I first started sleeping in Minecraft, like long time ago, I used to be so excited when your eyes would fully shut and it would be pitch black because I would think that in those 2 seconds of pitch black, I was dreaming. And like I would look so closely at the pixels and pretend I was dreaming and being so like freaked out about it. But I feel like having actual dreams would be really cool. And next would be nutrition and fitness. I think that'd be really fun. Like, you know how you have a hunger bar and your armor bar status and enchantment levels just in that main hub. I feel like having some sort of physical activity meter would be really cool. Like if Steve needs to exercise and walk around the world, he should do it. Or like if he needs to swim or yeah, and then like nutrition wise, like if you're only eating really unhealthy foods in Minecraft, you should have some sort of meter to tell you that you're not being healthy enough. So yeah, encouraging you guys to eat more apples or like fish or some other healthy alternatives. So yeah. All right, my next category is rapid fire. These are going to be super quick. I don't know if I'm going to add explanations for these ones, but anyways, diamonds or netherite? So I would say diamonds, and I already kind of explained why earlier. Villagers, love them or hate them. I love villagers. I think they're really fun, really cool. Nether portal or end portal? I would say end portal. Even though the nether can lead you to many more things, I feel like the process of finding an end portal in the first place is so fun. Like throwing around your eye of enders and finding the stronghold and putting the eyes in the little slots. Like that's cool to me. Survival or creative? Survival. Build a cozy cottage or massive fortress. So I would rather build a cozy cottage, guys. 100%. Okay, so we're going to end off the episode with answering some deeper questions. Why do you think Minecraft, despite its simplicity, has stayed relevant for over a decade? So I think the reason is because there's just so many things you can do in the game. The possibilities are quite literally endless. Um, and even if you finish the end, even if you defeat all the bosses, there's still things you can do in it. You can always build another house. You can always tame another dog. You can always fight other mobs. There's always things to do and level up. If you're bored of your world, you can get a texture pack, make things spice things up a bit. You can invite your friends over. You can, I don't know, make a community server. Like there's so many things you can do. Um, and yeah, also like the whole community aspect of it and the fact that you can join other servers, make friends online, and yeah, I think it's honestly so powerful, and it goes way beyond the surface level just playing on it. There's it's so much deeper, guys. And like I said, there's even an educational application version of Minecraft now. You can teach different concepts to people, and yeah, there's just so much you can do with it. I think that's why it has been so successful. It's also been a really popular game for creators to play on, right? So like your Minecraft YouTubers, and they've been able to build their own communities. It's a great game in all aspects, I think. When you play Minecraft, do you treat it as an escape, a canvas for self-expression, or something else? So I use it, yes, as an escape. I also do use it as a canvas for self-expression. So first of all, it's literally therapy for me. I love playing Minecraft because it's just so relaxing, especially when I'm playing by myself. I never really looked at it as a form of self-expression until now, and like now that I'm thinking and talking about it. But now that I can see all the worlds that I've built and my building style and how I play the game, my philosophies behind the game, it really reflects on my personality in real life. Like, I'm very simple, I'm very minimalistic, I'm very organized. I love adventuring, I love exploring, I love being alone, and it just reflected on how I played the game. And kind of each world that I've made is a reflection of my personality. And that is so freaking deep and so dramatic, but it's so true. Like, it's very it was definitely, yeah, an escape, you know? And each world that you have, it serves as a different time point in your life, and different memories arise from each world. And you know the feeling of like when you log into your old world and just walking around it, and you just feel just this hit of sadness and nostalgia and like I don't know, it's so weird. It's so weird, but so guys, I love Minecraft so much. Like it's this is so funny. It's just a crazy feeling like logging back into your old worlds and just being put back in that time, you know? Guys, I think I might cry, you know? So, yeah, it really is a form of self-expression, right? And again, it's also very educational. Like I've learned so many things because of this game. Like whenever I was in class in elementary school and my teachers would bring up something from Minecraft like obsidian, I'd be like, "Girl, what do you know about obsidian?" Like I would literally light up and it would make learning so much more fun. And I remember specifically in grade 7, we had this assignment where we had to research a biome, and even the word biome, like, I know what that word means because of Minecraft, and I don't know, it just made every single assignment so much more fun because we had that personal connection to it, and yeah, like, crafting things and being strategic with things, and it really kinda does translate into real life, you know? And I guess going back to the first question, like, why do you think it has stayed successful? Another thing is there's so much again, like, there's so much you can do with it, but also did I already mention this? I don't know, but no matter what you're interested in, there's always something that can appeal to you. There's always a niche. There's always something to do that can appeal to you. For example, if you really like I don't know if you're an engineer person, then girl, you can do redstone. Like, you can make machinery. You can make roller coasters. Or if you don't like killing things and you just want to build, you can build in creative and you can build your own houses and make pretty cities and pretty villages and make like your dream life. Make beaches, make whatever. Um, or if you like playing with your friends, you can play Hunger Games, you can download a map and you can download servers and you can join servers and you can do challenges together. You can do quick build challenges. I know Stampy and Squid used to have like this challenge series where they just made up these challenges and would do them for videos. And you can literally do that. Like you can do anything and you can make little games. I know Stampy's Funland is a really good example for that. You can raise like an animal farm, you can build a mall, you can build a water park. Like there's so many things you can do. And you can also make potions if you're really into like brewery brewery girl. If you like brewing things, you can make potions. If you like exploring, you can explore dungeons and temples, and there's just so much you can do. I can keep going, guys. I can literally keep going. Anyways, I will now go on to the next question because I can talk about this forever. How does Minecraft connect to nostalgia and childhood for you, and why do you think it's such a generational game? Like I said, I started playing when I was 9 years old, right? Or 7, 8, 9 years old. And just from the very beginning, like the very, very early days, looking back, it just makes me feel so nostalgic, right? It it was such a simple time, and just playing against the wall with my cousin like on our iPads, and yeah, it's just so nostalgic. And even listening to the Minecraft music, I know My Son Venus is one, and like Wet Hands, it makes me so sad. It's a universal thing. Every time on TikTok, like there's videos of people that make Minecraft for the nostalgia points, and people comment on it, and we all just share the same sense of nostalgia, and it's held so many memories. I remember like my cousin and I defeated the Ender Dragon for the first time together, and we made like a cobblestone house. Like, see, like all these little things that I remember, it it just shows that the game is so much more than just, building and placing blocks, right? And I guess tying back to the whole like Minecraft is therapy for me kind of thing, I remember there was a really rough time when I was around 11 or 12, and I would just play Minecraft on the couch for hours. Like, I would have my beanbag on my lap and just play Minecraft for hours and hours. And it just made me feel so much better, made me feel occupied, gave me something to think about, gave me goals to work towards, building my house and finishing this task, finishing this house, finishing fighting this boss. Or, watching Minecraft videos made me feel so happy. Watching Stampy's videos made me feel really happy, and playing with my friends made me feel really happy. And yeah, just that whole thing, right? And going back to YouTubers and their influence, I'm gonna talk about Stampy first because he literally was my role model. He was my role model growing up. Like, a lot of my philosophy behind how I do content creation now, and honestly, like my whole philosophy on life in general, has been influenced a lot by Stampy and his videos. If you know him and you know his videos very well, and how he produces his content and just his philosophy behind content creation and fame and like all this stuff, I really admire how he handles it all. And I want to kind of do the same thing. Not do the same thing, but follow that same mindset and see that impact. It's just crazy, right? And yeah, I think it's such a generational game because again, there's just so much you can do with it, and you can make so many memories with it. I don't know, it's just, and you can make memories with other games, but there's something that hits so different with this one. Um and girl, like when I have kids, if I ever have kids, I'm putting them on Minecraft. Hello, like it'll be mandatory. There's so much more I can talk about for this episode, but I think I'm gonna end it off here. That ended on a really deep note, guys. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, overall, Minecraft has quite literally changed my childhood, shaped me into the person I am today. It really isn't just a game. It has helped me through so many things in life. It has helped me learn so many things. It has created so many memories for me. And yeah, again, it's way more than just a game. And if Mojang or Mojang is listening to the Love and Lore podcast, I'd like to thank you guys very much for making such an amazing game. And all the Minecraft YouTubers that I've watched, thank you for being such good role models and for making my childhood so fun. And yeah, this was a really fun episode to do. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye!